Hello students, I am Snehal from KLE Society's BCA College, Nippani. So in the previous session we started with the type of the acceptance testing and we covered for the business acceptance testing. Also we covered the user acceptance testing. Now we are going to see the next type of a testing, which is the type of the acceptance testing. So the content which we are going to discuss for this session is nothing but the alpha testing. Okay, now what is the alpha testing? Now the alpha testing is the process whether the product meets the business goal or purpose or not. So with that way we can consider the unit testing, integration testing and the system testing. Why? Because it should be get considered with the alpha testing. Why? Because a business acceptance testing mainly focuses on the business benefits, that is nothing but the financial conditions, so which are quite challenging for that particular or for that respective organization. So the alpha testing is the type of the acceptance testing and it should be get performed to identify all the possible issues or bugs before release the product to everyday users or the public. See, alpha testing. So alpha testing means what? We need to consider the unit testing. Now how the bugs are going to be easily find out by particular organization when they are performing the testing, when they are going to do the unit testing. Unit testing means what? Unit testing is nothing but they are going to do the testing on the small pieces of a code, and that small pieces of a code can be done very appropriately, and according to that we can say that the system bugs are going to be find out very easily. So the alpha testing, it is the type of acceptance testing. Now it should be get performed to find out all the possible issues or the bugs before that product is going to be released. Means what? Before it is going to be released in the market, before it is going to be released for the production environment. So that is the thing which we need to consider over here. Why? Because after releasing the product and if the many issues and the bugs are coming, then what will be get happen? We can say that the quality of that particular application or the quality of that particular software is not as per the requirement specification. So that requirements are maintained in the requirement analysis phase of the softwares. So according to that, what we are going to consider over here, that this application is not as per the requirement, so the quality of that particular application is not as good as what the customer is expecting. So according to that we need to consider over here in the alpha testing. So what is the main thing which we are going to consider? Why? Because the business acceptance testing is mainly focusing on the benefits. Okay, so what are the benefits over here? The benefits which are in terms of the financial condition. So that should be get quite challenging to an organization. Why? Because the business techniques, rules and regulations or the market conditions are uh, changing very frequently, we can say that. Why? Because as per the market conditions the technologies are also changing and it is quite difficult for an organization to adopt with such a type of a technology. So this is the main thing which we are going to consider with the alpha testing. Again, the alpha testing is there to focus on this testing is to simulate the real user by using a black box and the white box testing. Now see here, what we are going to consider, that here is the simulation of the real users. Now that simulation of a real users which will be get considered with the white box and the black box. Now we'll seen with the white box and the black box. What the white box testing is going to tell us, that here there is a no mandatory that what the input is given to the system and what the output is coming, but they are focusing on the internal code, internal structure of the code, how it will be get performed, it is determined over there. So that is nothing but the white box testing is purely a transparent technique, a transparent technology. According to that we can say that a user will get to know how that system is behaving, what is the purpose of that system behavior, how many lines of a code they have written for that particular application, which type of functions they have used, or which type of functions they are going to use to make it better than the previously developed. We need to think on this. Why? Because the white box is the transparent technique, it is very transparent technique. Also, when we are going to consider the black box testing, then black box testing, where it is focusing on, the black box testing is going to be focused on that what the input is given to the system and what the output is coming from actually the system. So when we are going to focus on what the input given to the system and what the output is coming from the system, so what it means that they are not bother about what the internal factors or what the internal code is written over there. So that is the alpha testing, or this part which we need to consider with the black box testing, where they are not going to focus on the internal code or the internal structure of the program. Again, the main aim is there to carry out the task that the physical or the typical users might perform. Why? Because the alpha testing is there to carried out in a lab environment, and usually the tester are the internal employees of the organization. Internal employees of the organization means what? These are the employees who are responsible for the how that particular task is going to be completed. They are going to consider it. Wait a minute for the few seconds. Sorry for the disturbance to you. So what is the main aim is there to carry out the task that the typical user might perform over here, because the alpha testing is carried out in an lab environment, and usually here the testers are the internal employees. Why? Because they are going to focus on how the system is behaving, what are the functionalities and what are the features are there with the system. It should be get considered over here. So that is the main thing which we are going to consider with our alpha testing. Again, the alpha testing is there. It is there to consider that this type of a, or this kind of a testing is called as a alpha, because it is done early on, nearer the end of the development of the software or before the beta testing. See, when we are going to focus on the beta testing, it comes at the latter phases. Why? Because the beta testing is mainly focusing with the non-functional thing. First, we want to focus on the functional aspect of the system. Functional aspect means what? The functional requirements of the system. So the first criteria or the first satisfaction test which we need to consider over here, that is nothing but the alpha testing, where we are going to consider the functional requirement, a functional type of a testing, and then later that system is going eligible for the beta testing. Now here, due to the changing market conditions and the advanced technologies, so that the current implementation may have to undergo to the changes which result in an extra budget, it should be get also considered over here. Why? Because when we want to do the alpha testing, here we are going to consider both the type of a testing techniques, white box and the white box. So when they are going to perform or consider the black box testing, here they need to consider that the acceptance testing, or we can consider that the acceptance testing is basically focused on the technologies or the conditions which are changing, and according to that changing market conditions and the advanced technologies, the software behavior is also going to be changed. Why? Because the customer requirements are going to be changed according to them. So the current implementation may have to undergo to the changes which are result in a extra budget. So that is actually the alpha testing. So again we are going to consider the alpha testing, or let's see what is the alpha testing. Now alpha testing, this is to assess whether the product meets the business goal and the purpose or not. Again, the business acceptance testing is there, which is mainly focusing on the business benefits, that is nothing but the financial conditions and the financial benefits, now which are quite challenging to an particular organization. But the alpha testing is the type of acceptance testing. It should be get performed to identify all the possible issues or the bugs before releasing the product to everyday users or the public. So the focus of this testing is to simulate the real users by using the black box and the white box testing. So both are the techniques are totally opposite of each other. White box means what? Transparent. Black box means what? It is a hidden. okay, which is not transparent to everyone. So the main aim is there to carry out the task that the typical user might perform, okay, over here. That alpha testing is carried out in a lab environment, and usually the testers are the internal employee of the organization. So when we are going to call it as an alpha testing, because it is done on the early and the near at the end of the development of the software, before the beta testing, we can say that, before it should be get accepted by the user, before it is going to be delivered, or before it is going to be launched in the market, before that it should be get performed. So due to the changing market conditions and the advanced technologies, so that the current implementations may have to undergo to the changes which are going to consider with the extra budget. So this is the thing which we are going to be consider with the alpha testing, and this is the one of the type of the acceptance testing. So we covered with the user acceptance testing, business acceptance testing, and the alpha testing. Now only the one type of a testing which is remain from this unit, and the one of the last part of the user acceptance testing, which we are going to cover in the next session. So till that, thank you.